Hey GIS enthusiasts! Welcome back to our network analysis series in ArcGIS Pro. Rocket This is part 5, where we dive into OD, origin destination, cost matrix analysis, a crucial tool for measuring travel costs between multiple origins and destinations. If you're new here, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we have more ArcGIS Pro and GIS programming tutorials coming soon. Let's get started.
Matrix is just a I'm audible, right? Yeah. So matrix is just a fancy term for a table. Okay. So matrix is just something that's synonymous to a table. Okay. So what OD cost matrix is, we have origin, destination, cost matrix. So what are the costs that we are working with? So what were the costs that we are working with before? Right. So what were the costs? So we did the travel time, right? So we did the time and then we did the distance, right? So those were our cost for this network analysis, right? Yeah. So OD cost matrix means it's an origin destination cost matrix. So matrix just means a table, and then the cost we have is distance and time that we are working with, right? So OD cost matrix, what is created? It creates a table of our cost, distance, and time of what our different origins and destinations. Okay, so if we had different origins and we had different destination, what this net analysis does is it creates a table, right? It creates a table of routes from every origin that you have to every destination that you have. So it creates a table of routes connecting your all the origins that you have to all the destination that you have. Okay, so this is just something to compare. Okay, so comparison table or something. So it's just a table that creates your OD cost matrix. Okay, so for example, if I had some origins and destinations, okay, so in this case I'll just be creating these origins. Okay, so origins, so I have origins here, 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 and here, right? And destination, it so those will be 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5, 6, maybe 7. Okay. So maybe I'll just set the symbology of my origin and destination. So origins, it could be, let's see, warehouse. So I'll just set this symbology for warehouse. And destinations could be my stores. So yeah. All right. So I have some stores, right? I have some warehouses, right? And then I have some stores. So what needs to be done here? So I need to find out all the routes that I need to take to get from all of my warehouses to all the stores, right? So what this tool does is it actually creates routes from every one of your origin to every one of your destination. So it creates routes from every one of your warehouses to every one of your stores. Okay, and these routes will be set up as a table of cost of your time and distance taken, or time taken and distance. Okay, so that the delivery manager or someone who is like maintaining the delivery troops, he can actually uh, reflect. Okay, we can actually look and reflect on which might be the best place, or which route is the best one to deliver products from a specific warehouse to a specific stores that you have. Okay, so similarly what you'll do is you can origins, you have, if you have your origins and destination, you can just import them, but I just directly digitize the features. Okay, and now I have to find out the uh, cost, right? So I could cut off, I could set some cutoff or let it be there. Alright. And if you in cost here, I need to enable my minutes and distance. Okay. So we are doing OD cost metrics, right? So I need to find out, or I need to create a table that can be used to compare all the routes. Okay. So what all cost that I need to compare with, I need to compare my time and distance cost. So I'll be enabling my time and distance cost here, right? And then destination. So this one should be how much destinations you have, okay? So it needs to be the total destinations. So you're finding out OD cost metrics, right? You're finding out origin destination cost metric, which means you need to find out routes from every one of your origin to every one of your destination or these stores you have. So you need to give the total number of destination that you have in your data. So in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 total number of destinations. Just wait a minute, guys. So I have total number of 7 destinations in here, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 destinations. So I'll be setting those number here, right? So how much destination I have total? I'll be setting the same number in the destination that I have. So if that is done, then what I can do is I can just click on run here. So it looks like a bit of mess, right? But then this has to be like this. So you're finding out routes from every one of your warehouse to every one of your stores, right? So if you check over here, this route is taking from this warehouse to this store, from this to this store, this one to this store, this one to this store, this one to this store, and all these stores. Okay, but these are actually the routes taken, right? So these lines are actually the routes taken from your destination to or your origin to your destination. But then the visualization here is not drawn through the lines or through the roads here, because if it's done like that, then all of these lines should be would be like cluttered, right? So we'll have all the lines that might be overlapping, and it's not much easier to visualize. So that's why the roads are actually created as a straight lines. Even though those are straight lines, if you check over the attribute table of the routes created, okay, so if you check over the attribute table of your routes created, you will have your origins and destinations. So all these routes, it's taken from my origin ID 1, right? So if you see here, it's taken from this origin ID. This is the first origin I have, and that is going to the destination of the IDs with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So all these destinations have been set here. So all these destinations have been met. And if I just move over here, I have the total length and then total minutes. So this total length will be the total distance that is traveled when I'm going. So if I'm taking as this line, okay. So this total length is 10,981, which means this is the actual route taken time distance. Okay. So this distance will be actually the route taken distance from going to this origin to this destination. And if you see the shape length, this will be the actual straight line distance. Okay. So the straight line distance is not actually the actual distance from this origin to this destination. So the total length field that is given here, this is the actual route taken distance. So it's not actually the straight line distance. It will be the distance of the route that this origin is connected to this destination. So it might be going in a route like this, right? Even though it's a route like this, it's visualized in a straight line so that it's easier for us to identify which route is connected to which destination. Okay. So even though it's a straight line, the total length is the actual route taken or the actual route taken distance, and the shape length will be the straight line distance. So if you want to check that, you can just go to map. You can just measure the points, right? So I'll just measure it from this origin to this destination. So what does it say? It says 700, 300, and 7,362.97 meters, which is the actual shape length, which means the 10,981 will be the route, right? So distance of the route that it might take to get from this destination to this origin to this destination. Okay, so and if you see over here, we have such different routes created. So I have another route that is taken from this origin to all the destination. I have another set of routes that takes from this origin to this destination, and then I have another set of rules. So what does it create? It actually creates a cost matrix, right? So this is a cost matrix because I have the total length and the total minutes that a route takes to get from a specific origin to a specific destination. So with this table or with this data or with this cost matrix, the delivery manager or the fleet manager can actually look and reflect on which route he should take or which warehouses or should he assign to get products to his stores, right? So he can assign which warehouse product should be picked from which warehouse, and then it can be delivered to which warehouse that is he have. Okay, so what this analysis does is it actually creates a cost matrix table, right? It actually creates a cost matrix or a cost table that can be used to compare all the time taken and all the distance taken that is to reach from one destination to a store. Okay, so that is what this specific OD cost matrix creates. So it's a simple analysis, and what it creates is it just creates a table comparing your OD cost matrix. So you have your origin, you have different destination, and it creates routes from every one of your origin to every one of your destination, so that the manager or someone can actually look and compare which or you can look and compare and then find out which one is most economical to deliver products from a warehouse to the stores that he have. So that kind of comparison and that kind of analysis can be done by looking at the table or looking at the cost metrics that we have. Okay, so that's all regarding the OD cost metrics. Okay, so you have origins, destination, and it will be creating your lines, routes, and then similarly, you can set up the barriers, the lines, and polygon barriers. All those things that you can do, like same as any other. So, guy has find out that okay, this product can be delivered to, or this products can be taken to this store from this destination. Then he can just import these points to his routing layer, right? So you can import these points to his routing layer, and then you can find out the actual route. So that's a secondary kind of analysis that he can do. But first, before that, he'll have to analyze which might be economical or which which warehouse should be assigned to which store. So those things he can just compare. So in routing problem, you'll have to find out route from each one of the analysis, each one, and then you'll have to check out the length and time taken. So that's a tedious process. So this thing, it will create routes from every one of your origin to every one of your destination, right? So you have every origin, you have every routes possible in here, right? So you have every routes possible in here. So with those, he can just compare, and then he can look at which route might be economical or which might be economical to assign which store to which or which warehouse to which store. And then if he has actually found out that, then he could just go over to his routing problem and find out routes there. So that's a secondary kind of problem. This is something like your estimation. Yeah, like you said, it's a estimation kind of thing.